Three distinctive signs that your trading is on the right path, meaning that you are moving in the right direction. And if you have not witnessed these signs, you need to keep at it, keep going, keep improving, keep working, and stay showing up at the charts, because that is the only way that you're actually going to get better. If you show up at the charts, everything else will work itself out as time goes on. But as long as you have that commitment to show up each and every single day, not knowing whether you're going to improve or not knowing whether you're going to make money or not, but just that intention alone leaves room for any possibility, because you don't know how that day is going to go. It might be the worst day of your life, and it might be the best day of your life. But if you do not show up, you will never know. So, with that being said, these are three signs that your trading is moving in the right direction. And the first sign, which will be the most important sign, is that you have actually started researching and studying the markets, meaning that you are now trying to understand how the markets move, what the certain figures on the charts actually mean, and you're now trying to actually figure out how to read price action, which is basically reading the tape on the chart and understanding why it moves the way that it moves and what causes it to move that way, and how you can interpret that information on the chart and use it to make good and sound, solid decisions when executing on trades. If you find yourself reading books such as The Ultimate Candlestick Trading Bible or any other books related to technical analysis, that means that you are now on the right path to becoming a profitable trader. And that will be the first sign, is that you are actually learning how to read the instruments that you'll be using to execute trades on. Now, your second sign that you're moving in the right path, in the right direction, is that you have begun to execute trades on a demo account. Now, I know a lot of people will tell you, do not spend time demo trading because the results are false and the results are fake and it's meaningless, which it is partly true. But at the same time, that account is there specifically designed for you to practice and for you to determine how exactly you're going to trade. So the demo account was not built because these platforms are stupid. The demo account was built for new traders who have not yet discovered their edge in the market and are trying to discover it. So it allows you to simulate real-time market conditions with fake money, with demo dollars, and that gives you the freedom to tinker with your strategy as often as you want to without the risk of losing capital. Because one thing that I'll tell you is that when most traders come in and they start with money, they cannot handle those losses, and those losses eventually lead to them quitting the markets because they feel like they're going to lose everything that they have trying to figure out the skill, which that is a valid reason and valid point. But if you decide to demo trade, it means that you do not have to go down that path of possible financial ruin, because you understand that your trading is not good, you're a beginner, you're new, you're learning, or maybe you're even an amateur, but you haven't just figured out a profitable system and you haven't gotten your edge. Therefore, it's going to allow you to practice different strategies, different ways of thinking, different ways of trading, different ways of reading the charts, and allow you to execute on all of those different ways. It will allow you to execute on all of those decisions and therefore help you eventually figure out how you're actually going to trade with real money. Now, when you put in real money, that's when the psychological aspect and the emotional aspect starts to be nurtured, and that's when you have to start working on your psychology and how you react to the market. But till then, that is not necessary. Till then, the most important thing is that you figure out exactly the plan and the strategy that you're going to be using to trade, whether you're going to use Fibonacci, whether you're going to use naked candles, naked charts, straight price action? Are you going to use divergence? Are you going to use moving averages? All of that is what needs to be determined on the demo account. This is a very, very important step that do not miss that experience that you're going to get from demo trading. That's going to allow you to come into the market when you do have live money with a more solid and sound strategy that's going to prevent you from losing all your capital and eventually blowing your account. So that is the second reason. And now we go to the third and the final point. The third and final point that you're moving in the right direction is that you are now responding to the market and you are not reacting to the market. Meaning the market is no more in control of your emotions. And now you are in control of how you feel and how you react to certain plays that happen on the chart. It's no more a case of you press buy and the market goes against you and you're frustrated thinking that there's something else that you could have done. No. When you've made enough progress in your trading, and this most likely comes after a long time of producing trades and executing, you finally start to understand that you are actually in control of your emotions when it comes to the charts, and everything that happens in the market is out of your control. And that gives you emotional stability because you recognize the fact that you cannot change anything that happens in the market. You are just one piece of the puzzle, and that one piece of the puzzle is very important, but that one piece ultimately cannot destroy the rest of the puzzle. The puzzle will be the puzzle, and even if that one piece is lost, it will be replaced. Therefore, you identify that you are actually insignificant in the market, and that anything that you do and can do is actually not detrimental to anyone, including yourself. Therefore, you will respond accordingly and you'll react accordingly to the market, knowing that you are a bit part player in a much larger game and you actually have no control over the outcomes of that much larger game. But with good solid understanding of the principles of the market, you are able, as small as you are, to go into that large demographic and pull out what you can for yourself and for your family. And knowing that you can do that will give you emotional stability. Therefore, you will stop reacting to the markets as much, which will lead you to stop over trading, over leveraging, obsessive thinking of the markets, obsessive activity on the market, and will allow you to ultimately improve your C game to make it your A game, because those are the most important factors that prevent traders from actually moving forward, because they do irrational things such as the ones that I mentioned before, and they eventually lose all of their capital, or, which that's not even the worst thing that can happen. The worst thing that can happen is you lose your mental capital, meaning you lose your willpower and your ability to think that you can actually figure this out. It's very important that you understand that when you have gone through these three things, you're finally coming out on the other side of the tunnel. And it's not long before you're profitable. And it's not long before you become rich. But till then, you have to keep working on it. And you have to work on it in a sound way that allows you to keep your head in the game without capitulating and going crazy. Meaning, you should work with capital that you feel is necessary. Not too little that you don't care, and not too much that you're afraid, but just the right amount of capital that you stay engaged. And even if you do start losing, you still stay engaged because you understand it is a learning process. So those are the three principles that you're going to need for you to improve your trading. Once you've seen these three things within your being, then you know that you are on the right path, my G.
I'm charged up.